Something has been sitting here for almost 2 years. And today, we start working on Plan Z 2.0 for Six Smokies 2025. Yeah! Here it is. Plan Z 2.0. Let's do a little walk around, see what we got in its holy glory here. So, yeah, it's got drum brakes. I'm going to change that. And there's a few things I'm going to fix. I've already noticed is that this is pretty loose here. There's a lot of slop in that before that thing actually starts to move. I've got another one of these boxes. I could try to tighten up that nut, see if that does anything. I'm going to convert this to disc brakes. Yeah, because I'm going to drive this. And then in here, we've got pretty much nothing. Nothing in here, which is awesome. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. That's a spare that I took out of the Cookie Monster. That's a 12-gallon cell. I'm going to put it inside here. And I'm going to cover up this patch hole here. I'm going to leave the tack. And believe it or not, this hood's really heavy. I mean, it's a real steel. It's been cut out, but it's still pretty heavy. You know, even these have been cut down. Back here, hinges, love it. These things have little pins on them. So, yeah, and put that up. Well, I don't want to break anything, so we're going to put a little pad bumper there. So, but you can see there's really nothing inside here. And there's the pin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to relocate the spring from there to here. And now that's got a 410 in it. What I might do though is I might just put an engine in it and run it the way it is for right now, just to see, you know, what I like, what I don't like, you know, so on and so forth, what I'm going to do with this thing. Am I going to put the trans brake in it just yet? Probably not. I'm going to probably run this transmission. I don't know yet. I've got that one there. That's a small block, but I'm, take the parts out of it and put it in this one. And if I do that, I might as well make a trans brake. If I do that, I might just run it with the trans brake and see if the rear end takes it. Because the one I'm going to put in here has got a 456, and I would much rather have something that was like, a 391 or a 411, because this thing's so light. It's going to have a 277 first, or 270, whatever it is, 275 first. So I don't really need all that gear. It's a pretty light vehicle. Am I going to stay with the 26s? I don't know. Might run a 28. Now, me and Dallas were talking earlier. If I run my gear that's in there, the 456, which is in that 8 3/4 right there with the aluminum center section. If I put that in here, then I'm going to run a 30-inch drag radial on this thing. That would have to change tires. That way, it'd put me right at a 411 with the 26 or 28, whatever. So it's kind of where we're at right now with this, and just kind of doing an eval on it. I'm going to start jacking this thing up and taking some parts out. I'm going to put it in the air. We're going to look at it underneath it. This thing was supposedly super rusty. I mean, I do see some rust stuff in it, but I mean, it's not terrible. It's livable. I mean, I know it's a light car. I'm going to put taillights in it. Got to make it, street legal. I'm going to move this switch somewhere down here. I'll put another, even the taillights are just little round bulbs from O'Reilly's. I mean, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be, even if they're just trailer lights that are just put in there, that's what they're going to be. I'm going to put headlights back in it. No high beams. I'm literally just going to have a headlight. So it's going to come on, and that's that. And yeah, and I'm going to start getting some parts out and moving some things through. And I'm looking forward to this because this is going to be cool. yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. But first things first is I'm going to weigh this thing with the hood the way it is now and the way everything is now without an engine in it, so that way we can kind of do an apples to apples. That's kind of why I threw this cell in there right now. I'm going to weigh that here in just a minute. That'll tell me a beginning weight, and then if I decide to change things, that way I'll know an after weight to see how much I added by putting the 8 3/4 in there, putting these Cal tracks that I've been saving here for the side, the Rancho 9000s, the sliders, because all this stuff's going on this car. Why not? I got it. That's why I've been staging stuff here for a while. But yeah, this has got to be a quick build because Six Smokies is coming up and I got to get this thing going. So I've got it on the scales here. And this is what it is. So we've got 1567. Now that's minus an engine and technically a radiator and some fuel. Pretty light. Pretty light. So hopefully I don't add too much weight to it by what I'm going to do. But that gives us a starting point. Well, I opened my box and I knew I had this sitting in there. I remember putting this in there. I don't remember putting any of this in there. So I guess I got extra parts, which is awesome. These ones have already got the polyurethane bushings in them, which is awesome. Those are some sort of aftermarket upper control arms, so I might even use those. And those are 73. I remember that. Got extra spindles. Got extra calipers, mounts. It's all news to me. Anyways, I'm excited. So I'm going to put this on there. These brackets, I'm going to probably just turn those rotors, put those rotors on it. I've got one caliper. I thought I had a set of calipers in there, but I guess I only have one. I don't know what happened to it. But I've got some upper control arms here. So I'm excited about that. I'll pop some new ball joints in this stuff. Now we're going to start taking things apart here. I'm going to blast these wheels off. Super sketch. Much better. Sketchy, better. We're going to test that, and then I'm probably just going to go with polyurethane bushing here. I'm going to clean up all that stuff. But we're going to try to get this done as fast as possible, and we're going to try to get that done too. Alrighty, moving on. When you get to this point, I've got that thing over there. Get yourself a BFC, and I always put them in right in there, and I'm going to try to do this one-handed. If you pry it back, like so, you will take this out at the exact same time. Try to do this one-handed, so I apologize. See, there you go. Get yourself a big BFC, and you pry on it right there, and that takes it loose, pops it out of that at the exact same time, pushes the torsion bar back at the exact same time. That way we can get this thing out, and then we can start putting in. It's all apart. I have a newfound respect for the people who deal with the rust belt. These two bolts, normally in California, a minute, 2 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour to get those out. Yeah, you can see, look at all that. I mean, rust plus white paint on top of everything. So yeah, that's all out. All these brakes are going to come out. I'm just going to, put a little more modern master cylinder on them, put with the aluminum ones on it. I even have the bolts here. I mean, because you need the special 9/16 20 adapter. This is what stopped me from going to the No Name Nationals 2023. Was that right there, and a master cylinder. So I got that. I'm going to put that on here. And then all these lines are broken, so I'm just going to run -3 or -4, probably just -3 lines to here. Run some steel braided lines. I mean, it's simple enough that I can make them pretty easily. All right, well, that's going to be it for this one. Yeah, I still got a big mess to clean up here, plus, see all the hammers and everything. But those are the upper control arms I'm going to run right here. I didn't know I had them. I thought I was going to have to run regular ones. I had no idea. So, yeah, I'm in the middle of a Hemi build for someone else right now too, customer. And yeah, this is what I got. I had a whole bunch of parts I didn't even know I really had. So if anyone wants some drum brakes off of Plan Z, come and get them. are all yours. That will be part of it. And then you'll get some nice, awesome Uncle Tony upper control arms. Nice and holy for you, just for you. But yeah, you can have all that crap. Anyways, all right, this one's out and we'll be moving on. I'm going to get the front end done, get the brakes done, and then I'm going to get this thing fired up. I'm going to take it to the track just as is, and we're gonna see if we can beat his time with that engine right there. Anyways, you guys take it easy. Peace.